When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. The Terrapins will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Michigan's offense will get the first crack at it here. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line, a group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
And I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are...
Ball is loose. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Wolverines are on the move. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Past the sticks and still on his feet. Hauled down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. The give on the option. Shakes off the defender.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. The Wolverines are in the hurry-up. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Maryland's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make a play? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy, because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops, hoping for a chance today.
Hunt is on its way. Catches it at the 30. He's got great speed. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Going right to work up top. Scrambling away. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Picks up the first down, still moving. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. They'll leave it with the lone back. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. To the air on first down. Got his man on the right. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They'll send the back in motion. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win.
Beck's going for the goal line, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Michigan!
And listen, if I have a playmaker at running back like that with that kind of speed, yeah, I'm going to throw the swing to him too. He drops back, surveys the field. He says, I know my guy can make a play, gets the ball in his hands right now on the swing. He does the rest, gets in for the touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Terrapins now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. He'll do it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Gets rid of it. Got his man downfield. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
That'll be a gain of about 7. Leaves him with 3rd and 3.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Shoots it to the left. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crap.
Touchdown, Wolverines! A great catch and run for 6.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd, man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse. There he goes! Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. The Terrapins in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. This offense has it with really good field position. The give to the tailback. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. From the gun, running back gets to give. Got enough for the first down. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Rides the back on the option, the give. Nice move to keep running. Quickly gets back on top of it and prevents a turnover. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. The pull and throw off the RPO. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Motion from the wideout. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Now on the move. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan!
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment be dang. You talk about home field advantage? Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. No one's been able to keep him off the quarterback. Career sack number 50.
Like, honestly, in today's college football, if you get 10 sacks in a season, that's considered a really good year. You might be an All-American.
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. And the Terrapins send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Fields the punt and tries to help improve that field position. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got his man, makes the grab. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. To the air on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Leon. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. On the move. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. The Wolverines can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Wolverines. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's the handoff. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. The Terrapins headed quickly to the line. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Terrapins will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes the catch around the 50. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Quick tempo here for the offense. Looking downfield on first down. Looking for the end zone. Fires the pass. Intercepted. He stopped. Not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Trying to get rid of it. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect their quarterback a little bit better.
He's got him in the flat. Nowhere to go. The ball's loose. Defense has it. They're on the move.
And this is one of those things coaches worry about. Under the lights, it's cold. You worry about ball security. When you get hit, man, it hurts so much more in these cold temperatures. The dude coughs it up. The defense with a nice play, forcing a turnover.
I love the attitude by this team now. You just got a critical takeaway. You're set up in amazing field position down in the red zone. Take a shot. Go right now. Throw it. Don't even wait. There's zero hesitation. Force the defense on the very first play of the drive to have to step up. And the defense did exactly that. If you're on offense here, I don't know. I'd just throw it again.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Michigan. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Waning seconds of the first half, let's see just how aggressive they'll be. To the ground with the back. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Looking downfield very late in the half. Here's the pressure. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Wolverines will boot it away to start the second half. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you've got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Harper. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Terrapins will line up to punt it away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got a man, it's awesome. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it to the back. Across the 45. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There's no end in sight for these guys.
Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And everybody in the stadium knew that was going to be a pass, right, guys? I mean, it's third down. You're trailing by so many points right now, and the defense is just smelling blood in the water. They're like sharks out there right now, getting after the quarterback. They've been doing that all game, by the way, and that's a trend that looks like it's just simply going to continue.
Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. So here comes the Michigan offense. Finding open areas. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. The Wolverines with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wide receiver comes in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Touchdown, Michigan! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the running back. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Plucks it out of the air. Hard running there. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And the Terrapins will call on their punt team. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Nestles it in at the 35. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Touchdown Wolverines! Stealing a score on special teams. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turn it on the gas. Great job, great return.
Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David. Turning it on! He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. From the gun, the ground game. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. The give to the lone running back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32. And the Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. The Wolverines will punt it away on 4th down. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Breaks into the open. It's these little moments like that that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Oh, he can't hang on. That one was nearly picked off. Instead, he'll force a 4th down. The Terrapins will bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Using his legs, it's Leach. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. A designed run for the quarterback. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Motion from the back. Quarterback keeper. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes...
Headed to the end zone. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. The Wolverines trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Quarterback keeps it. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Motion from the wide receiver. On the move. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. Not always the O-line. Sometimes those receivers want to get a jump on the snap count, and they'll move them back.
False start off offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Play number 10 on this drive, and it's 3rd and goal. Looks as if he's going to run it. Called his own number on that one, but they are ready for it and stop him. It'll be 4th down.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Paul.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Maryland has the ball back in the Terrapin offense ready to go. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Oh, it's a fumble. And the ball goes out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
0 points on the day. That's really all you have to say about this offense. It's been a struggle fest. They've been riding the struggle bus. They haven't done anything right today.
Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
And the Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? They go to the ground. Jukes his way for more. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. A 3rd down try for the offense.